everyone. My name is Kathy Chenna, and welcome to the After Hours Chat with our special guests that are male tonight, where we get to hear their opinion on our question. Tonight's question is, what is one word you'd use to describe your teenage self and a word to describe your present self? Who wants to start? Devinder. Let's go to Devinder since he was prepared earlier.
Okay.
If you don't mind, Tanya.
Right.
That'd be great. Go ahead, Devinder.
Please, sir, go ahead.
My 18-year-old self, the one word will be Borat.
Borat?
Yes.
And Borat. I had a full head of hair and moustache that went about this far across, and I weighed about 100 pounds. And my word for now is old.
Oh. Old and wise.
Old and wise.
If we had two words, yeah, I'd go for wise, but old would do for now.
Could have just said wise.
I'd be lying.
How about you, Steph?
My word would be, for my 18-year-old self, would be shy. Painfully so, I was. And now my word would be open. I feel like
because
I'm
look
more
where you
open
are.
I know I'm more open to things around me, learning new things. Being here every week has just gives me a new perspective that I never would have had in my everyday life. So it's been amazing to open up my mind to all you lovely people and the new people that have come on this week. It's been wonderful to meet all you as well.
Asunta.
The word that I would use for me would be awkward. My 18-year-old self was very awkward. And I would say now I'm confident. And it's a great place to be.
Nice. Margot, you're always last, so you're going to go in the top of the heat tonight. Go ahead.
I think I'm the same as you, Stephanie. I was shy and introverted, I guess. So that's two words when I was 18 and barely spoke. And polar opposite now, and definitely open. I'm open to hearing and listening to almost anything and deciding after if I want to do whatever it is. But yeah, it's interesting how the personality can completely change in some people.
Kimmy?
Yeah. Okay, Stephanie and I are very, very similar. My 18-year-old self, now the first word that came to mind when I heard this was afraid. And, but I want to make a little disclaimer there. It wasn't that I was afraid of abuse or anything like that. It was a self-conscious afraid. I was always afraid of what people thought, how people would react to anything that I did. My word to describe me now would be emerging, in that I am finally finding that I'm able to just be myself and not worry so much about how it looks and what people think.
That's fantastic. Tanya?
So if I had to describe one word for my teenage self, would be single parent, teenage mom. Oh, that's not one word. What I would tell myself at 18 that I didn't know then that I know now is to believe that I'm going to be an amazing parent and I'm going to raise amazing and incredible children, because I didn't know that as a teenage mom. And if I could use a word to describe myself right now, it would be pure love. Love, because that's how I operate in the world. I certainly wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a crier, just like Kathy. I quite often induce the crying. So love, that's my word. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Teresa.
I think I would say my 18-year-old self was disillusioned. I had a lot of dreams and passions, and I just couldn't find my way through to them, and kind of disillusioned that anything would come out of that. But I feel like now I would say my spirit has become more adventurous, and I realize there's other ways of getting to the road that you want to get to than just what you see ahead of you. And so I think I've gotten more adventurous in finding different paths to the same trajectory.
Sheila, what about you?
My 18-year-old self, I say, would be invisible because I did whatever I could. Even as a 6 foot tall 18-year-old, I did what I could to blend into the backgrounds and to be invisible. But for now, I would say that my word is resilient, because a lot of the reasons that I wanted to be invisible then, I now have used to propel me in a different way now. And it's part of my story. So I've learned to love those bits in between.
That sounds lovely.
Mhm.
Kiara, what about yourself?
Shy, insecure, introvert.
Okay, that's
I
three
want-
words. That's 3 words.
I know, but that's
You never
that's
listen
what
to
I
the
was. You
rules.
know what?
Gotta break some rules all the time.
Yeah, there's probably one word in Italian that would just make all those 3 words.
Probably.
Oh, I wouldn't even know what word it would be. But no, I didn't. I was afraid. I wanted to be that person that spoke up. Someone would ask a question and I'd want to answer it, but I would just sit there in silence and not say a peep. I would be afraid because I wasn't confident enough in what I was saying. Am I smart enough? Whereas now it's more like, I have an opinion. You may not like it. You may not agree. And it's okay, because it's okay if we all think differently. So I think I'm just more accepting of life, and this is who we are, and everyone has a voice, and we're not all going to agree, but it's okay, because we all have a voice and we're all special.
Val?
Not much at 18. Very naive. Naive is my word. Now, adventurous. Definitely. That's it. Ain't gonna say anymore.
Okay. Love it. No details needed.
Yasmin, what about you?
Let's see. Strong. Back in 18, I stood up for everybody. If someone would come after me, I wouldn't back down. But right now, I would say straight up. If someone says something and I hear it and I don't like it, I'll approach it. I'm like, you know what? I'll just respond to it. I'll give them an answer. I won't beat around the bush. I'll tell it like it is.
Very good. What about you, Count? Your 18-year-old self. How would you describe yourself in one word?
A couple years
I was going to
ago,
say,
right?
aren't you still 18? Are you still 18?
Honestly, the word that comes to me is enclosed. Like, I was a queer kid. I had a lot of friends and I had a lot of like social settings. I was involved in everything, but I still felt enclosed. And now I'm moving circles with like celebrities. I'm in these like incredible realms that I never thought I would be at 18. I'm creating music. I'm creating art that people are loving and appreciating. So now the word that I would associate to Count Classy is blossomed.
Oh, love it.
Very nice.
Love it. That's beautiful. Genevieve, I didn't know you at 18. I want to hear your word.
Me? Okay. I would say curious in the way that, and I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I felt like if I was a big girl stuck in a small little city and I didn't speak English. So back to today. And I would say definitely now, one of my favorite words that is kind of funny is like sleeping is for losers. Everything now, I just love my life. Yeah. People that knows me knows that.
Pat, what about you?
Well, yeah, I heard Stephanie talk about painfully shy. So when I was young, I was painfully shy as well, in the sense of shy with the ladies for sure. So I should have met some more shy ladies. That should have been in my life when I was younger. But I remember buying my kids think that's crazy. I actually bought a book that's, how 10 ways to cure shyness. And it sort of gave you tasks to do, like go to the store and ask for change, or go across the dance floor and ask some girl for a dance or something. It had all these sort of like level up effects. It kind of, at some point I didn't need the book. For me now, I just kind of, it's not, I guess humanist is not that I am a humanist. I just find myself feeling more that I wish to be one. That seems to be the perfect thing, and that's kind of learning and sort of realizing some of the things you've learned in life. You just there's things you need to shed. So learn more about being humans first, I guess. So that's probably the modern me.
Okay, well, my word was precocious.
Surprise, surprise.
Quiet. You did not know me then, so you don't get to talk about that. And I think now honestly is like, I don't know, I'm like super outgoing on steroids. I don't really say no to a lot of things. I like to try something at least once, but that's kind of a lie because I'm not really one of those adrenaline seekers. Like I would never bungee jump because it's not my thing. But yeah, I just like to push out of my comfort zone, you know. But I've loved listening to all of you and what you have had to say. And gentlemen, I do hope that you guys do come back one day down the road in the future. And our plan, hopefully, one day is really to have like the Chat TV 2.0, like men's version only. So you guys can also be in the little 4 quadrants like we are. We're not excluding by any means, but my producer told me you got to walk before you can run. So we're just sprinting along right now. And I really hope that we do create a show for men. And one day we might be co-ed. You never know.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate you being here. Like, love, share, repeat.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.